Usually, typically things that don't follow a very conventional narrative arc. Um, so, books that have like a beginning, middle, and end, like the things that are very satisfying to readers, probably. Um, so that generally, I think, applies to um, all genre of writing. And then when you apply it to memoir, then it's especially the case, right? Like with memoir, you would really think that there would be a very clear beginning, middle, and end because we all kind of live through time and time progresses. But as we've just actually already discussed in this session from earlier questions, um, when we try to recollect things of our lives, it's never linear and it's never perfect. And so I think that memoir, the genre of memoir, lends itself perfectly to experiment because, I mean, I think if you think you're writing a memoir that is not experimental, that you're not experimenting in that process of writing, you're probably deluding yourself. So all to say that any attempt to deal with memory is an experiment. And sort of my attempt to deal with the gaps that I knew would be present because of lack of memory, but also because of other things. Because even if we don't remember or we don't, um, yeah, even if we don't remember, there's other reasons for not being able um, to say things as they are. We may not want to share certain types of information, even though we remembered them, right? Or we may not know what um, the full extent of what it is that we're trying to recount. And so I try to fill in those gaps with my sometimes leaving them as gaps, but sometimes filling them in um, with science, frankly, and with information and with knowledge that was coming from multiple sources. So that I layered on top of the personal histories and the personal voices. I layered kind of more of um, like a larger memory of sort of a shared experience with the environment and with other parts of the world, the non-human parts of the world. So I layered in knowledge. So it's kind of it comes across experimental in that sense because I blend in the language of science at times. Advice for aspiring writers: read, read, and read, and read more. And, you know, read widely, um, read things that try to go to a library. We're at a library where, go to the Mississauga Public Library and peruse the shelves and pick up books that you have not heard of and look at them and see what they're all about. Like if you're writing fiction, go to the fiction section and look at them. That's what I do still. I really do. I go to the library, I go to bookstores, um, because they're so important. It's so important to see books in the context of other books. It's so important to see the full ecosystem of books out there. And then, you know, spend some time in the fiction section, and then just for fun, go to a completely different section that you would never go to ever. Just go there and start perusing those books, because you might get some ideas or thoughts or, that way. Um, so that's what I would say. Obviously, you have to write to be a writer, so that's important. You know, don't forget to do that. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we keep it all in our head and we're like, oh yes, I'm writing a novel. It's all here. I've encountered individuals who've said that I'm thinking of writing a set of poems about this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, where are they? Oh, they're all here. Write them, write. So read and write. A lot of it is really just that.